Hello everybody, this is Jay the Haunter, and today what we have to unbox and set up is the original model of Spirit Halloween's 2012 Wicked Witch of the West. This animatronic I was super fortunate to score on Facebook Marketplace, brand new in the box for $90. I do have one of these already, but mine is not in the greatest condition, so I am going to be parting with that one and keeping this one that is going to be fresh out of the box. So as you can see, the top is cut and kind of dirty. It was like that when I picked it up, but if you just look inside, everything is still in the plastic bags, untouched, with the instructions and everything. So let's go ahead and get all these parts out of the box and show you what she comes with. So right off the bat, up here you have this little card that comes out that has her instructions, adapter, and her head. This bag, I presume, just has her dress in it. You have the body with her hands attached and a little piece of cardboard in there, I guess, to help keep it from getting crushed. Here is her hat. There is her 4 pieces to her broom, her poles, her base stabilizers, her hip bracket, and then her base. So let's get all these parts laid out and show you all of her pieces. You have her base, her hat, her bag with her clothes, her body with her arms attached and a wire coming from it, her head, adapter, 4 pieces of the broom, 3 wooden styled looking pieces, and then the actual bristles, your cord, your 4 base stabilizers if you do use her outdoors on Halloween day, 2 poles with 2 connectors and 2 inserts, 2 poles with 4 inserts, 1 longer pole with 2 inserts that is slightly bent, the waist bracket, and that is all. Let's get to her setup. Your first step is going to be locating your base with the connectors and sockets and snap locking those into the base like so, and then you're going to grab your other parts that are all connectors and snap lock those into those sockets. Your next step is going to be snap locking your waist bracket into those poles and then locating your leaning pole and snap lock that in. Your next step is going to be snap locking that body onto the poles, and now we're going to go ahead and put her dress on. After putting on her dress, I would go ahead and take her head out of the bag and snap lock that onto the connector. I figured since there's no unboxings of this prop out there, I went ahead and untied the bag, but I have not taken it out yet. And I figured I would take it out with you guys so you could see what this is like straight out of the bag from 2012. So this is going to be a little difficult to do with one hand. There we go. There is the Wicked Witch of the West's head. It looks incredible. She does have a little paint smudge on her tooth, but that is perfectly fine. We can probably get that off. So let's go ahead and snap lock her head on, and then we're going to go ahead and put on her cape. And after putting on her cape, now would be a good time to put on her hat and take those plastic bags off of her hands. Now would be a good time to feed the broomstick through her hand, ensuring to feed this piece through. It may be a little bit difficult if you did buy it new. Oftentimes, if you do buy these secondhand, people do not bother trying to take this out because it is very difficult to take in and out. After I put this in and I disassemble her for after Halloween, I will likely never take this part out again. After attaching her broom, now would be a great time to connect the cord coming from the body and going down into the base just by lifting up her dress here at the bottom. This is the cord coming out of the base, and then here is the cord coming out of the body. This cord does only fit one way, and this cord is very crucial as the adapter does plug into the base, and this is how the witch's body gets her power source for all of her movement and motion. After plugging that cord into the body, go ahead and pose her arms to your liking. I'm going to go ahead and pose this arm out this way a little bit and kind of pose this arm pointing out just a little bit. And now your last crucial step is going to be plugging in her adapter. There is an optional set if you do have her on unlevel ground, or if you are using her outdoors. She does have these stabilizing poles. She comes with 4 to go in each corner of her base. These do just slide in. I'm not going to push it in all the way because I'm not going to use them, but those are where they attach in the direct corners just to help stabilize her a little bit. She doesn't have any crazy motion. It is just a head turn and simple mouth movement, so it is nothing that is going to make her fall if she is indoors, or even if she is outdoors. If she is just on your porch and there is no wind, maybe just a slight breeze, she would be okay without them. And now we are going to be plugging her in for the first time and seeing this particular one's first activation ever. Since this is her very first time being out of the box, she is now plugged in. I'm gonna go ahead and flip her to sensor, and let's see how she works. She is going to move a little slow for a little bit, as this is her very first time being activated. So her motors do have a lot of going to start working again. So this is, as I said before, the original 2012 Spirit Halloween model. So she's been in the box for 11 years now. It is 2023. She came out 2012. So she is going to need just a little bit of work getting going again. So I'm going to go ahead and let her run for maybe about half an hour, and then we'll come back and conclude the video with a couple more activations of her fully up and running again. And yeah, here we are roughly about 2 hours later. The witch's head has freed up a lot more than it originally was, but it is still not up to speed, but it's fast enough for me. It's visibly turning now, or visibly a lot more turning than it was before. So we're gonna go ahead and activate at least 5 of her phrases, and then we're gonna conclude the video.
Who killed my sister? Who killed the Witch of the East? Was it you? I'll get you, my pretty, and hold on too. Curses! Somebody always helps that girl. When I gain those ruby slippers, my power will be the greatest in Oz.
So yeah, that was the Spirit Halloween 2012 Wicked Witch of the West. This is a phenomenal animatronic to own if you are a fan of the Wizard of Oz. This is a very, very high quality prop and a very, very nice looking prop. It looks incredible. The face looks nice. The costuming is a very nice quality. The body form is amazing. The hat is a nice material, and the hands are a very nicely sculpted, blow molded plastic. My only complaint with this prop is that the broom is kind of cheap. It's not the greatest quality. It is not your typical plastic. It's kind of a more flexible plastic. And I have had issues with animatronics that do have this style broom with these screw notches snapping off. Usually I have to just break it off the rest of the way and then put a wooden dowel in it. It's not a huge deal, but it is still a bummer that it does break and does have to be repaired. It's not a huge deal, but overall this is a very, very nice quality animatronic. And if you can get your hands on one, I highly recommend it. This is a super, super cool prop. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe.